tailless hunter has been following your tracks. They are not near your den, but you must find a new home in the Great Green before you are discovered. A new sun has risen. You have marked it with a claw mark upon the wall of your den. You may leave through the entrance to explore Harponalia and to the Dream of Rest. Yeah, you got new treasure. Got a lot of shiny things now. There are still things to do. Ranged far this sun, and are returning to your lair when the dusk is suddenly split by the most beautiful sound you've ever heard. It is not the work of just one animal. Several beings are raising up a song, each of their voices distinct and important in the braided music that pours out from them. It can only be the mighty clan singers, whose music is renowned among all. These beautiful hunters are said to be cultivating visible, shining bonds between each other's souls, binding them together in clans, which are capable of carrying out fearsome elaborate dances of destruction, where many move with one mind, one will, to be victorious in battle and in the hunt. Pausing, you listen to their music. We are the people of the far telling song, who sing with one voice, which is many voices. To be alone is weakness, to be together is strength. Praise be to the Great Green, shard of the mother's being, pouring out sweetness in the crystal pure waters, and the ruby sweet essence of our honorable prey. Praise be to our prey, whose flesh becomes ours, givers of life, dance partners eternal, and remember with song your great sacrifice. Praise be to those who came before, our ancestors who learned to walk across love and violence, across being one and being many, and not be split in twain. Praise be to Earth, the great mother of us all, for we love her, and are one in her. Hear now our song of joy. We live, we live, we live. And voices distinct, and they all flow together and around each other. When two strike the same note, they instantly split apart, so that each voice should always be heard, and yet each is a support and partner to every other. It's like a blessed forest, a great green of music. Clan Singers' music is indeed wondrous. Their strange togetherness is somehow both right and wrong. A brilliant and yet violation of the spirit of independence, of strength alone, which guides the kid. The moment you feel moved to raise your own song of joy with theirs. You find that their melodious celebration of life and the great powers is infectious, and a pride and joy swells within you. As the singers do, you raise your head skywards, that your song will go out all the four ways equally, and you sing. Mine are the people of the ancient days, lords of destruction, bringing forth cleansing fire. Though alone I am strong, all should know fear, when they face the flame within my breast, behind my eyes. Praise to Earth, the great mother of us all, to Sun, the great giver, the eternal Father. I live and feast and grow great. I live, I live, I live. As you cease their music for a time, listening to yours, you feel both pride and fear in knowing you have gained their attention, and that at your age, that is a very dangerous thing. On other nights, you continue to hear their music, and it makes you think strange thoughts. Work my way down. First. This sun you discovered a hidden outcropping of beautiful shinestone peeking through its mother rock. This particular kind, called silver, is of some worth. You'll need either a mighty fire within or some kind of helpful tool to remove it. What will you do with this mass potential treasure? Use the shake stick to extract the shinestone. You grasp the shake stick in your maw, aim the shine stone, and press the indentations of the foreclaw. They are pulsive and ripples like a disturbed surface of a pond, silent but still rattling your teeth. The stone grasping the silver shards is broken apart in shuddering fits right before your very muzzle, releasing chunks of its precious bounty. There was almost too much to transfer back to your den. It takes a few trips, but your trove has grown immensely this day. For a hatchling, you now have great wealth. Go to sleep atop the shiny mass and dream all night how vast your treasure holdings shall grow. The sun is still young when we come across a most fascinating lair. Suspended between plants, swaying gently in the morning breeze, it bars your way forward with utmost eloquence. It is circles, many circles, circles within circles, like the one song, which holds earth and sun and all the world like small thoughts soon to be forgotten. Drops of water hang from the structure like tiny, fragile gems. Center of it all, its spirit muted, almost scentless, rests a weaver. You know the weaver tribe by reputation. The race is old, even by the standards of the Drock. Among tiny beings, they are feared destroyers, but pose no danger at all to a great kid such as you. Your path forward, however, is obstructed by this weaver's trap lair. Finding a way around take effort. Not very much, but some. The easiest way is to continue through. Surely no beast of the Great Game would think twice before forging ahead. They manage to worry about every tiny being you encounter. You do. Sing to the weaver. You extend your mind song outward, searching for the weavers. It's very, very difficult for you to detect its tiny consciousness. Finally, you feel something on the edge of the silence. It repeats endlessly over and over again. It hurts you somehow. You break off the thought connection. Quiet comes as a relief. What do you do? Take a different route. You backtrack a short distance, poking your snout through leafy fronds to find your way through. Eventually you find one. Looking backwards, you see the weaver still there, barely alive, spirit drawn tight within, only a hint of light escaping. Perhaps it is a prayer for some tiny being to trespass upon its sacred space, that it may feed. The mind of a weaver is perhaps best listed undisturbed. Strange things are sung of it. Come across a trio of luscious spear bills. They seem distracted by some kind of discussion. What will you do? Wait and observe. Begin catch shards of their conversation. And so we proceed with the assumption that all things can be understood given time and observation. Core elements of reality, earth, air, water, fire, are particular and finite, and all things proceed from their motion. It cannot be denied that there is such a thing as extra knowledge. Such knowledge has both value and merit. Thus, it is that the wisest of beings gather information. Disagreement, says another, slanting his head slightly to the left. The true nature of objects is clearly unknowable. It desires the observer as well as the limitations of the senses to ensure that no matter how much information is collected, the true nature of external creatures or even objects remains forever out of reach. The wisest observer attempts to understand themselves. By having greater control over their own cognition, they get closer to the truth than those who remain ignorant of their own psychology. The mark of wisdom is not information, but self-knowledge. Both of you, says the third, dipping his bill briefly into the water, are making the same mistake. You are assuming that objects have a true nature to begin with. The one song is empty of all meaning and even substance. It is not that truth is hidden by senses, but that it has never existed to begin with. It is but a vain hope of limited beings. A wise being does not seek to accumulate wealth of information, nor even understand themselves. None of these things can be said to matter, or even exist. The wrong song is empty. An old, truly wise being, and a truly wise being knows only one thing: that they know nothing and abandoning all need for understanding, simply lives free from all judgment. Given the Draken renown, let us ask the one hiding ineffectually nearby, one suggests, with a subtle motion. And with subtle motion of their head, they turn their eyes and ears to you. What's the nature of wisdom? It's based upon information, self-knowledge, about abandoning these things and simply living. Wisdom is rooted in the gaining of knowledge. Respond that wise are called so because they've accumulated a vast trove of knowledge, and their conclusions are more sound than those who do not know the details of the subject at hand. By the gathering of information about the vast one's song, one begin to perceive deeper patterns which unite all things. Without those observations, those experiences with the world, the truth which underlies all, cannot be known. The second and third spear bills seem unconvinced. But the first appreciates your answer, ruffling its feathers in excitement. A cravant! Oh, hatchling of the Druk, may the blessing of air, realm of the mind, be upon you. As one they watch from the sky, continuing their argument as they journey onward. Gonna have to end up leaving soon. Not much time left. Woodstriders, the crowned beloved of the green. Many are the names of pure, swift beings who, though quite large for a fur beast, move with almost impossible grace. You have heard of them. This is your first encounter with a clan of their kind. All of them bear a spirit crown, which is said to have been given to them by the spirit of the Great Green. Incredibly, one of their crowns even manifested physically, adorning its head in reality. Powerful music indeed. The twice-crowned one turns its slender head to gaze at you. You feel something stir within your breast. You feel connection. What is this? Suddenly you feel the beating of its rhythm, though you were too far away to do so. You see yourself. Are you seeing through its eyes? The moon hangs, suspended, and then it looks away, leading the clan deeper into the green. You know, though, that there is some connection between yourself and the noble Woodstriders. This would be a sign, a premonition, that your fates are connected in some strange way. This may be more than simply pray to you. The long, closed paw prints of the no-towns have appeared dangerously near your den. Their scent is now in the air when you awaken each sun. If you wait very much longer, you are likely to be discovered. Shed toward the entrance to the Great Green. Fifth Master, Great Master of the Order. Besides by part of this rat. Okay. Thank you. Shoot the fifth Great Master either villain. You know if self-control is a cane, and suffer only half the usual penalties for injuries. That's considered yes. Crawling outside your den in the cool of the evening to relieve yourself, you bear witness to 1,000 diminutive miracles. They're a kind of tiny being, one of the many little armored tribes living in the undergrowth beneath notice of mightier beasts such as yourself. These are special. They light up the closing dusk with beautiful light beaming from their very bodies. Their spirits burn with such fervor that you can see their glowing souls even with your eyes. Holding themselves in midair as steadily as they can, each beams forth its own radiance and a verdant sympathy. Alone, each is a wonder. Together, their grand dance of light sends forth a great music, just on the edge of perception. We are the light which shines in the darkness. We are the moon, and sun and stars. We have found the light within us, and share it with all, without shame, without thought. We are the first guides of those who are lost. Seek the light within you, the hidden sun, and follow. Follow. Dance, shine to drive back the darkness. Follow the light which will bring the dawn. We are the messengers of the great above, come to remind you of your true self. You are the light, a spark passed on by those who came before, that nothingness shall be made a lie. The truth should be forever translated into new and wondrous languages of the flesh. One of the living flames just near you, blinking questioningly. How do you react? Sing a promise to seek the hidden light. You attempt to sing a response, but whether you use your voice or your mind, the tiny beings do not react. Thus you discover that individually their minds are just too simple, capable of forming distinct images. It is only as a collective that they form an eloquent music, so each of them are only a tiny fragment of the greater whole, song so beautiful and bright. Eventually, you give up your attempts to communicate. They are altogether a song, existing not to hear, but only to be heard. You promise to seek the light within, you must marry a seek of one, shared only with yourself. Time and your actions will determine whether that momentary oath to one day discover your true self will be kept. Whether you will become the one who to discover and open the door. She's the fifth rune master in the era. You now scream a powerful discordant song in your opponent's mind. It deals mental damage based on air medicine and may lower their defenses. Awesome. Now, because I haven't disturbed humans, I can actually just wait until the clock goes out entirely. This shows a section of the two streams which divide Brooklyn Valley into its namesake shape. These full stones were smooth and polished to create a turret that water still manufactures. Most are too dull and clumsy of any interest. Spend some three here searching for worthy baubles to add to your trove. You will, of course, find fewer and fewer with each new search, as the high-quality stones are harder to find. You spend the sun searching for stones among their thousand common brethren. The just threads become tedious. But the key to rare discovery, paired with water's dripping song, keeps you interested long enough to find 7 stones worthy of becoming part of your collection. You can return another sun, plus more, though the bounty will fully increase. Maximize how many shinies I get. Finding rare valley stones is multiple this time, and find level 4 where you can do this. Though you do manage to make a snack with slow-moving water-bound swim as well. Yum. Shell section, yeah, finally, one stone truly worthy this time, and reflects here in this place was nothing else but important to drop it. Search here for an entire moon, which is more stunning than the balls. You might perhaps find 1 or 2 more balls. The tail is become long before then. Shifting to another activity would be wise. 1 shiny. Time to depart. Which I will do. next time.